Some Nestl employees in Ukraine quit over the company's decision to keep doing business with Russia, a report says.
Here's a summary of the article.
This includes some Nestlé employees in Ukraine who quit over the Swiss food company's decision to keep trading in Russia, the publication reported, citing an internal email to executives by Marco Settembre, the head of Nestlé's European business. The company says it has been giving staff salary advances, money to support relocations, emergency care packages, legal and immigration advice, and offers of jobs in other companies operated by Nestlé. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky hit out at the company, accusing it of using cheap PR to defend its decision to continue business in Russia amid a thirst for profit. Ukraine's Prime Minister Denis Shmyhal said that CEO Mark Schneider had shown no understanding during a conversation about Nestlé's decision to stay in Russia. Some of the company's employees based in the eastern Ukrainian city of Lviv also sent Schneider an open letter on Nestlé's internal messaging board, saying staff felt betrayed by its continued operations in Russia, Reuters reported. Nestlé told Reuters all its activities related to its Russian business were now handled within the country, where it has 7 factories and more than 7,000 staff. We've stopped working with Russia and never want to work with them again, a Nestlé employee based in Lviv told Reuters. The staff said they strongly oppose Mondelez's decision to stay in Russia, adding that all taxes and salaries paid to the country supply its army and kill even more Ukrainian people, per Reuters.
This post received a score of 58,000, with an upvote ratio of 90%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Isn't Nestl the company that doesn't think access to water is a right? They've always been evil.
The same company that gave enough free samples of baby formula to women in developing countries until their own breast milk dried up, then cut them off. Edit, cut off the formula supply that is. Not the breast, but honestly wouldn't surprise me if they had.
Oh, and this was on purpose too.
They straight up told mothers that formula was better for their baby than breast milk. Nestlé sent employees to the hospital in what looked to the untrained eye to be a nurse's uniform to push formula. But when the hospital caught on, they banned them, so they waited outside the building for new mothers to leave. When the hospital banned that practice too, they paid people for birth records and went directly to the parents' houses. When all this failed, they started providing funding for hospitals with the explicit understanding that funding would be pulled if the hospital didn't provide samples of formula to new mothers. When that wasn't working well enough, they redesigned the layouts of the hospitals to make the babies as far away from the mothers as possible, so nurses would be inclined to give the baby a bottle, instead of bringing them to mom to feed.
I mean, how evil can you be?
They're also the ones who use child slavery to produce Chococoat, and just will not stop doing it. They've been caught and reprimanded endless times, and they promised to stop like 10 years ago, but they haven't. And they just never will. They are an almost hilariously evil company. It's like every evil thing a company could be doing, Nestl is doing. They are hard to boycott, because they are all over your grocery store on every aisle under different brand names. But it's worth learning the brands and boycotting.
We need to find ways to stop companies from doing evil shit other than fining them for a sum of money that doesn't affect them whatsoever, and it's actually worth the price to continue doing the evil shit.
If the penalty for a crime is a fine, then it's legal for a price.
We truly need a corporate death penalty. Something to dissolve corporate actors who commit serious crimes and, ideally, hold key decision makers criminally liable for decisions made in their corporate capacity.
Corporations exist for the express purpose of insulating their owners from the consequences of their crimes. If you or I or anyone went around killing babies, we'd be locked in a room forever so doctors could stare at us through a tiny window. But you form baby murder, Inc. It's fair game because reasons.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.